The people who hurt you the most are the ones who never raise their voice. Sometimes the danger doesn't look like danger at all, and that's the part nobody warns you about. We grow up thinking manipulation looks obvious. A loud person, a rude person, someone who's easy to spot. But the truth is much quieter and way more confusing. Most manipulative people don't walk in like villains. They walk in like safety. They walk in like someone who finally gets you. They walk in like something you didn't know you needed. They show up warm, curious, and calm. They ask questions that feel deep. They remember small things about you that most people forget. And at first, it feels good. This is the first layer, the illusion of safety. It's the charm that makes your walls lower before you even realize you had them up. It's the way they make you feel chosen in a world that often overlooks you. But charm is only harmless when someone's heart is clean. When it's not, that charm becomes a tool. And that tool gets used in ways you don't feel until later. Manipulative people are usually emotionally intelligent, but they don't use that intelligence the way healthy people do. They don't use it to connect, they use it to steer. They notice your tone shifts, they notice your insecurities, they notice what makes you hesitate, soften, or second-guess yourself, and they store that information like a map. Most people listen to understand. Manipulators listen to influence. They study you so they can shape the moment you let your guard down. They study you so they can guide you without ever looking like they're guiding you. At first, it's small things, a suggestion that sounds innocent, a question that seems harmless, a tiny push that doesn't feel like a push. This is where boundaries start to move, not because you agreed to it, but because the shift was subtle enough to ignore. A comment here, a favor there, a guilt-tinged joke that sounded like play, but didn't feel like play. One moment doesn't change you, but 10 small moments do. And that's how manipulation creeps in. Not by breaking your walls, but by nudging them an inch at a time. Soon, your reaction patterns start to shift. You respond faster to their messages. You try harder not to upset them. You worry more about their comfort than your own. You start explaining yourself more, apologizing more, accepting more. And you don't even know it's happening. You just feel tired or confused or like you're carrying something heavy, but you're not sure what it is. Then comes the part that confuses you the most. Reality starts getting rewritten. They twist small facts. They exaggerate your tone. They make their hurt sound bigger than it was. They make your hurt sound smaller than it felt. They say things like, "You're remembering it wrong," or "You're too sensitive," or "That's not what I meant. You're overthinking." They flip blame so smoothly that you start checking yourself before you check them. You start wondering if maybe you are the problem. You start trusting their version of events more than your own. This is where the confusion settles in. This is where you start doubting your own thoughts. This is where their voice starts getting louder inside your head than your own voice. Manipulators don't control you by force. They control you by making you question your inner compass. Because once your compass spins, you stop trusting your direction. And someone who doesn't trust their direction is easy to guide. But here's the twist. Manipulators aren't as powerful as they look. In fact, they're terrified. Their biggest fear? Losing influence, losing control, losing the image they worked so hard to create. They fear exposure. They fear clarity. They fear the moment you connect the dots and finally see the pattern. Because their power doesn't come from strength. It comes from the shadows. It comes from staying unseen. The moment someone recognizes their behavior, the illusion cracks. The moment someone stops reacting the old way, their tricks lose strength. The moment someone stops giving the benefit of the doubt, the control begins to fade. That's why manipulators react so strongly when they feel you pulling back. They get colder, or meaner, or guiltier, or sweeter, whatever they think will work. Their changes in tone aren't random. They're strategies, and at some point, you start noticing the tension. The charm doesn't feel as warm. The compliments sound more calculated. The softness feels like something is attached to it. You realize the safety you felt wasn't safety, it was bait. This is the moment everything gets clear. The moment your gut wakes up. the moment you step back far enough to see the whole picture instead of the tiny pieces. And it stings. Because manipulation doesn't just steal your time, it steals your sense of self. It steals your trust in your own judgment. It steals the version of you that didn't doubt your instincts. But here's the part that matters. Getting manipulated doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human. It means you loved, trusted, hoped, or tried. And those are not flaws. Recognizing manipulation is a return to yourself. It's a reminder that your feelings were real, even when someone tried to shrink them. It's a reminder that your boundaries matter, even when someone tried to bend them. It's a reminder that your voice deserves space, even when someone tried to quiet it. The psychology of manipulative people is really the psychology of stolen clarity. The slow blurring of your own reflection. The gentle pulling of your strings until you think the movement was your idea. But once you see it, you start seeing more. You start noticing patterns you used to brush off. You start trusting your discomfort. You start understanding that respect never needs tricks or pressure or guilt. And maybe that's the real lesson. People who need to manipulate you never truly had power. They only had access. And you can take that back. So ask yourself, who in your life feels warm but leaves you uneasy? Who makes you second guess yourself more than you should? And what would happen if you trusted your own reality again?